Good afternoon. Hi, paper crafters. This is Dawn Bourgette, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, paper crafter extraordinaire. Yeah. So, hey, I want to welcome you once again to a Sunday Fun Day Facebook Live with Dawn at the Chalet. And today is December the 19th. Oh my gosh, we're creeping up on Christmas like nobody's business. And I hope that you're ready for the holiday. I'm trying to be. I'm going to give everybody just a couple of seconds here to pop on and say hello. And when you do, let me know that you're here. Say hi and where you are viewing from. And I found me, yay. So I'm in the right spot, that I know. So anyway, we're going to be playing with some new product, okay? But before we do, there's a couple of housekeeping things that I want to go over with you guys, just in case you do not know, because there are some that may not know, right? So first of all, this is my online store right here. Some of the products, of course, that we're going to play with today aren't available yet, but they will be on January the 4th. And there are some items, of course, that we're using that are in the annual catalog. So anyway, once we're done with the live, I'm going to, up above, put a whole bunch of good stuff in there for you guys, between some links to help you out, a wish list that you can print, a newsletter. Join my newsletter, you guys. That's a great way to connect with me and stay in touch with everything that's going on every week at the Chalet and with Stampin' Up! And also, make sure to share this. Share this with all of your crafting friends, because I figure the more who watch, the merrier, right? All right. So before we do get crafting, I do want to once again remind you of a couple of things that are creeping up here. This is Eden's Garden. I know I've talked about it before, but there may be somebody new who has not watched me before. So anyway, Eden's Garden is a product suite that some of the product will be ending soon. So it's kind of a while supplies last. And I have to admit, I did not check to see if the paper, how we're doing on the paper itself. So this bundle right here is going to be in our new catalog coming up on January 4th, the new spring catalog. Mini, but that's not so mini. But these items down here, which is the designer series paper, or as we call it, DSP, the cotton paper and these gems are not going to be available after that time. So if you're wanting this, or if you'd rather just get the whole suite and save a little bit, there's a gotta have it all button. But anyway, you can find this at my online store. And again, I'll supply the link for it after the live. But you guys, if you want this stuff, grab it. Seriously, you can always grab this later if you need to wait. But this for sure, I would say go ahead and grab the stuff. It's gorgeous. And just to give a flash peeky peek at the paper, it's gorgeous, right? It's specialty paper, so it has that gold accent in it. And then this is the cotton paper. It's I don't know, it's funky, but it's really cool. It's like tissue paper, but it's heavier. Does that make sense? I've been trying to find the right words to describe it, but you know. Okay, anyway. Also, we have going on right now the last chance list in our holiday mini catalog. So unfortunately, this is going to be going soon. It's been loved. But if you would like, there's going to be a link for a list where you can grab the last chance list and see what's available. There are some things that are on sale as well, so you may want to grab those up before you're not able to get them any longer. Okay, so I just wanted to remind you about that. And also, up until the 10th of January, you can sign up for the Kisses and Hugs Paper Pumpkin Kit. And that is obviously going to be Valentine's themed. So if you are not already a subscriber with me, there'll be a link above to subscribe. And what's really cool is that you can postpone a month. You can, well, I should say skip a month. That sounds, yeah. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. It's Sunday, right? Oh, I need to clear out the cobwebs. Anyway, which is really nice. So you can skip a month and then continue on, yada, yada. But anyway, Paper Pumpkin is a lot of fun if you haven't tried it. They are great for all levels of crafters, whether you're traveling, maybe you're going to have the grandkids over and you need something to do. That type of thing. I call it like a 2-hour mini creative escape, and everything is done for you, which I love. So there's no cutting and scoring and all of the, everything but the adhesive and paper snips are included in these kits. But if you have any questions, make sure to holler. Of course, some of the items that we're going to use today are in the annual catalog, and I'll include a link for that. And this catalog, by the way, is live until basically the first part of May. And then we have a new annual catalog coming out in May. Hard to believe. Like, that'll be up upon us before we know it. And just to sneak a peek, this is all I can show you. I can show you the cover. I can show you products, but I can't show you the inside of the catalogs until January the 4th. But if you do not already have a demonstrator, and you would like to have these delivered to you in the mail, and you have not had yet a chance to purchase with me at my online store or in person, reach out to me and I'll make sure to get these to you, okay? Hey, Jen, how are you doing, girl? All right, Jen's been on my team several times and I love her dearly. It's so good to see you. Oh my gosh. So let's see here. I want to make sure I mentioned everything I need to. Once again, share this live and share it with all of your paper crafting friends. Also, like my YouTube channel, that's Dawn's Creative Chalet, and I'm posting these lives also on YouTube so I can reach others as well. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? One last thing really quick before we get crafting today. And I'll give you a little peek at something we'll be doing, and then I'll explain why we're doing it. December the 30th, if you are local, I'm going to be having a catalog kickoff, and we're going to be using a whole bunch of new stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you are local and you have not contacted me, make sure to do so. RSVP your spot. And, you know, celebration's coming up. So yeah, we all know celebration means free stuff, right? We love free stuff. So anyway, that's coming up. That'll be again on Thursday the 30th. We're going to be getting over that, I call it Christmas hangover, right? That's after Christmas when you're feeling kind of blah and all the excitement has all of a sudden, it's like you just bursted your bubble, you know? So we're going to have a little bit of fun in between the holidays to keep the spirits up. And who doesn't love to play with some new product? So today, I have a little story on this card. By the way, isn't this layout awesome? So this past weekend, I did some training, and a wonderful demonstrator friend of mine by the name of Jennifer Hill created this card. And I loved it so much, of course, I wanted to create it, and I love the layout of it. What's really cool about this layout, you guys, one, it's easy. Two, you don't even need your die cutting machine. And three, you get to use your designer series paper, which is what it was meant to do, right? I mean, we buy the paper because we love the paper, or if you're me, I hoard the paper, but you need to share it. You need to share it with everybody. So this is a great way to use your designer series paper. And today, this one here, this is a, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it now. I know it's in, excuse my reach, it's in Celebration. So the only way you're going to be able to get this paper is if you earn it through purchases during Celebration. So this is a $50 purchase product you can get for free. It is called Daffodil Afternoon. And just this piece alone is worth it. I love it. It's so pretty. Does that like not say spring? Oh, it's so cool. So I know I was showing you guys, I had a really long Facebook Live last week. I warned you though, I told you it was going to be long. But anyway, so let's just go through it really quick so you guys can take another glance. This is the piece that I use. And what I did, you can see that there's a pattern. I don't want to pull all of this out of here because I like to keep it in its home. But anyway, this is the piece that I used. What's really cool that Stampin' Up! Does now and then is they put the pattern like this. And you think, okay, well, that's kind of weird. What do I do with that? So you cut it down in half, right? And then you cut it at 4 inches. And you can get 6 card fronts out of one sheet of 12 by 12, which is pretty awesome, right? Stretching your designer series paper for all those people that you love. So that's what we're going to do with the card that I'm going to recreate with you. And then I have another card where we're going to use the tulip paper, I call it. I know that's not the name of it, but anyway, we're going to use that as well. And then we're going to vote to see which card you like better with the same identical layout. I think I kind of dig the layout. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to show off our beautiful paper. I don't know why, but I love this one. It's so simple. It's just black and very vanilla, but I love it. And I really like this one too, in the back of that. Okay, all right. So let's do some crafting. So first of all, like I said, we're going to go ahead, we're going to recreate this card and grab all my goodies here. My bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, you really need one of these. It's the silliest little thing, and I never thought I needed one for the longest time. This is a handy little tool, you guys. Must have. So what we're going to do, first of all, I've cut most of my pieces down. So here, once again, I just wanted to show you guys cutting the paper down 4 by 5 1/4, and you get these beautiful first layer on your cards, your card fronts. That's what I wanted to say, card front. Okay, now the base, I guess, color in this designer series paper is very vanilla, which we don't see too often, but I kind of like it. I haven't used vanilla in a long time. Usually I always go for our basic white cardstock. Anywho, this is Mossy Meadow. I love this green. And I cut it at 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2 on our paper trimmer. And we're gonna go ahead and just give it a nice crease. Nothing like a good crease in your paper. I know, I'm weird. What can I say? I'm a paper geek. So isn't that side just as pretty? And that's what we're going to use also on the outside of the card. And I'm taking my Seal Plus. You know, I've had some people asking me about some little tips and tricks on this little guy right here because there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. I have found, and if you see me holding it kind of goofy, more like this. I don't know, can you? But anyway, so instead of, we're used to the other one that starts with an S, right? And we used to hold it right here and really push down on it. This requires a lighter touch and more of a bend of the wrist, and it will automatically cut off the adhesive properly for you. So, wow, look at that. That's already a pretty piece of paper, right? Or pretty card. And then we're going to take, let's see here, some more Very Vanilla, and then the other side of that designer series paper. So once again, this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then let's see here, the Very Vanilla piece is 2 1/2 by 4. The designer series paper is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. I will also put the deets up above once we're done here. So once again, you're going to go ahead and take this, you're going to hold it kind of funny, lighter touch, and it rolls beautifully. And this Seal Plus, you guys, It's kind of like, if you remember our fast fuse by chance, it's a lot like that. It's super, super sticky. So once it's down, you want to make sure you have it where you want it. Then the other thing we're going to do with this piece is we're going to cut it down to 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer, and I'm going to use this part of my measuring on my paper trimmer, and we've cut it down. Oh no, that looks kind of goofy, doesn't it? Whoops, and I've just lost my other pieces of paper. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this little guy down just like that. How easy is that, right? Instant perfection. All right, I'm gonna lean it and put it this direction so I can not get my head. You guys don't want to see my head. Okay, there. And line it up to the edge of your card. And there you go. And the inside of the card, I always like to put that little liner inside so we don't have invisible ink and people can see exactly what you are writing to them. And this is also 4 by 5 1/4. And I thought I had a smaller piece to put inside. We'll skip that for now, but if you do cut the DSP for your card front, if you cut it a little bit longer, which I'm going to do on the next card because I purposely did not cut it already. That's what messed me up. But anyway, if you cut the piece that you're going to put as your first layer on your card base to 4 by 6, cut down a 3/4 inch strip. That'll make that 4 by 5 1/4. And then on the whoops, this is the one. Then on the inside, you can put the other strip inside to make it a little pretty. So the inside is just as pretty as the outside. All right, now this little strip of Very Vanilla is 3/4 by 3 1/4 inches. And we're going to use Mossy Meadow ink. And this stamp set right here. This is a celebration set that will be available on January the 4th. And it is with a purchase of a $100 order. And this is like the ultimate set of sentiments. I love it. And let me see if I can get all of it in here. I kind of cut it off a little bit. But I love all the sayings in this. They're very useful. Everything from happy birthday to I'm thinking of you to hang in there with sympathy. You brighten up my day. And there's another one that I really like here. Where did it go? Along with hang in there. Just a card to say you're amazing. Like, I love that. It's so cool. So anyway, so this is again going to be available for free with a $100 purchase. And it's a photopolymer set. So on the inside, you can place all of your stamps. This is the way you'll see it packaged when you get it. And then you can set them in their respective homes. So it's all nicely organized. Now we are going to use the Amazing right here. Just a card to say you're amazing. And take a block. It's wanting to stick to my nails. That's kind of funny. By the way, if you guys haven't used, I want to say our newer ink pads, they really aren't that new. They've been around for a few years now, but if you're used to the antique ink pads that were felt, and you had to pounce on them, like giving them CPR and such, these definitely not. You don't want to do that because you'll have ink all over the darn place. A light touch is much better no ink all over the place. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attach this with some dimensionals, my favorite thing ever. And then we're also going to add a bow. And I really like this gingham ribbon right here for it. It matches pretty well, even though I think the yellow in this is curry, and the bumblebee, oh my gosh, what is the color of this one? Bumblebee is bumblebee, duh, Dawn. Which is one of our in colors. Oh my gosh, I should have had a second cup of coffee today. Holy moly. So with my handy dandy little bow helper, made a bow. We're going to trim it down. And we're going to attach it with a glue dot. I'll say, where are they? They're right in front of me. Said no crafter ever. All right. And we're going to stick that on like so. Isn't that pretty? Ah, I love it. And then my other card I used the Opal Rounds, which are, let's see if you guys can see those. Get a real close up here. They're very pretty. They're sparkly, iridescent little guys. Whoops. This is kind of like a mirror image thing with the camera. Anyway, I like those a lot, but I decided I wanted some butterflies on this guy. I love these. They're again going to be in the new spring catalog in the mini, and they have adhesive on the back side. So they are, whoops, let's go here. So they're super easy to use, and they are flippin' adorable. They're going to be $10 for all of these. I mean, they even go up into here. There's a lot of little butterflies in this packet. Let's see, we're gonna put another one in. How about right there? So there you go. Card number 1. So we're gonna do the same layout, but we're going to use some other new product. Let's get that out of the way. So this is the other card that we're going to make. Like I said, same layout. And let me give you the actual name of the designer paper. It's called Flowering Fields. It's 12 by 12. And we'll thumb through it again. I've cut into this one a bit. It's so pretty. But we'll thumb through it really quick. I know I was showing this last week, but maybe you weren't here last week. So we'll take a quick glance at it. This is really pretty in the purples. I'm a purple and pink kind of girl. I love this. I think it's really pretty. So it was really hard to decide what I wanted to use on this particular card, but I figured it out, cut up some paper, and so we're ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Move my tools. Okay, so once again, cut my cardstock to 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. This is balmy blue. It's beautiful. I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a nice crease. I have already scored it. And there we go. And this piece of DSP, I did go ahead, I cut it at 4 by 6. And then what we're going to do, oh my gosh, I have too many things on my table here. And I move it, then it's where I need something else to be. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this piece, like I said, is 4 by 6. We're gonna cut down 3/4 of an inch to make it 5 1/4 by 4, just like we need it. And then we're going to use this piece, or maybe that one on the inside. That's really pretty too. And go ahead and put the adhesive on it. Isn't this pretty? So spring. It makes me want to have May here really quick so I can go see the tulips in Holland, Michigan. And then we're gonna go ahead, let's attach this guy on the inside. So this is my liner for inside of the card. And again, it's 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to attach, I'm gonna tell you what, let's do this. We're gonna put the tulips, even though they're not gonna be seen really well. I'm gonna go ahead, whoops, and put that inside like so. How pretty, right? And then again, we're going to take, let's see here, what are the measurements on this again? 2 1/4 by 3 3/4, 2 1/2 by 4. We're gonna go ahead and glue these two together. And once again, I'm going to take my paper trimmer and I'm going to score, or not score, I'm going to cut 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going from this, hopefully you guys can see this, from this side of my paper trimmer where it's at 4 1/4. And cut that puppy right there. And then once again, we're going to adhere it just like so. See how nice that works with a lighter touch and holding it kind of goofy? And then we're gonna go ahead and glue this side down. Whoops, it helps if I have it the right direction. I get ahead of myself. How many of you guys do that? You're crafting along and it's just like you just want to get ahead of yourself. You love this one? I do too, Kristen. I really do. I just think it's really pretty. What's really nice about this paper is this can go from anything like the sympathy sentiment to the birthday to thinking of you. So on this one, I decided to use the hang in there because I say that, hang in there, just hang in there. So we're gonna go ahead and use on this card, Evening Evergreen, this beautiful green. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this green because I'm usually not into the dark colors as much as I am. Like this is totally my bag right here. But this green is just, it's beautiful. It's just a nice, rich, evergreen color. So we have hang in there. Going to attach it again with some dimensionals. If it doesn't stick to my fingers. So I think you're going to be seeing me make a lot of cards with this layout. I love it. I really do. And then we're going to use this new ribbon that kind of goes along with this whole suite. And it is called, what is this called? It's like a gingham check. Window pane. Window pane, gingham check, you know. Bring my nifty little handy extra hand for my ribbons, but isn't that cool? And again, this is an evergreen and white. Gorgeous. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna make a bow. After I'm done with this, I get to wrap Christmas gifts. Get that done. All right, we're gonna trim this little guy. Whoa. These are my super sharp scissors. I'm really territorial with these. It says ribbon only, please. How many of you guys have the territorial scissors in your craft room? Like, don't touch. Oh my goodness. They look a little cruddy because I did have them sharpened last time I was at a live event. So I can't tell you how many times I'm almost cut my fingers. All right, so a couple little glue dots. There we go. And I think, again, I don't know, I really like these little butterflies, you guys. Let's add a couple of these. So we'll add one right here. And a couple of these little baby guys. We'll put one, whoops, right there. And put another one right there. There we go. So there you are. So I'll show you this one and that one. So two totally different looks, right? But same layout. And I'm very crooked. Let me see here. I'm going to straighten that out. So yeah, pretty awesome. So if you guys decide to use this layout, I would love for you to show me using different designer papers, whether even, you know, if you still have Christmas cards to do yet, we still have time. You could use that with the Christmas papers, any of them. Usually what I'll do is I'll pick the busier one for the backdrop or the background, and then a slightly tamer piece of DSP for the front that looks like, I call it the buckle, because I don't know what else to call it, but it looks like a buckle to me. But anyway, thanks you guys so much for being here. I don't even know what next Sunday is. Is that like the day after Christmas? I didn't even look at my calendar. Oh my goodness sakes. But anyway, I will be here no matter what. I'm hanging out here during Christmas. In fact, I'm going to be working on things for celebration during Christmas. So anyway, reach out to me if you have any questions. And thanks again, you guys, for being here this afternoon. And once again, make sure to subscribe to my newsletter if you haven't already. You'll find the link above in just a few minutes. And yeah, if I don't happen to see you before Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas with you and your family. And I hope that Santa brings you all the paper crafting supplies that you've wanted. And if not, let me know and I can help out Santa to help you. I have gift cards available yet. Anyway, you guys, take care. Have a great day. And I will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.